Thank you for staying with us on Sunday Live. Access to quality education remains a major hurdle for children living with visual impairment, often made worse by the high cost of learning resources. Now, there's a growing call for deliberate, sustained efforts to level the playing field and ensure these learners enjoy the same opportunities as their peers. That call took center stage at the inaugural music concert hosted by the Thika School for the Visually Impaired, a celebration of talent, resilience and inclusion. Kamau Mwangi brings us the voices behind the push for equal access and the promise of opportunity for every Kenyan child.
With their voices in perfect harmony, students from Thika School for the Visually Impaired lit up the amphitheater, marking the school's inaugural music concert, a showcase of the extraordinary talent nurtured within its walls. But their symphony was more than just a performance. It was a powerful statement, a reminder that despite the challenges they face, these children are just as capable, just as gifted as any of their peers. The concert, which featured current students and alumni, became a rallying call, urging greater investment in the education of learners with special needs and spotlighting the untapped potential waiting to be unlocked.
A sighted student will need about 10 to 15 shillings to buy a pen, but a visually impaired person will need around between 135,000 to 150,000 shillings based on tax to buy a pen, which they call a braille. That tells you that the cost of learning for visually impaired person.
The government is very much aware of our issues. Wanajua that we are there and we need, but even from the music instruments, there are so many basic needs of these students which you don't have.
Even after braving this struggle to complete their studies, a new hurdle emerges: the stigma rooted in doubts about their ability to deliver. This lingering bias often shuts them out of the job market, compounding their challenges.
We are extremely discriminated because the Constitution in Article 54C envisages that at least 5% of public-private employment of opportunities will be afforded to persons with disabilities, yet we are less than 1% from 2010 when our Constitution came to force.
What we are asking is a conversation between the Kenya Society for the Blind, private sector such as ourselves, and the employers on how best can we break the barriers to job creation for the visually impaired.
As the music fades with this performance, so does a hope that its light will reach far beyond their own world. They wish it will bring the much-needed support, especially since most come from underprivileged backgrounds, where education remains the only tool to build a future and compete on equal footing. Kamau Mwangi, Citizen TV.